What's up, guys? My name is Mad Squash 924. Welcome to Assassin's Creed 3, the remastered edition of this game. Of course, we will do Liberation at some point, but today we are embarking on 3. Let's go and get started right into it. Alright, single player. Start a new game.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up. Or laughed them
Pretty
off.
excited.
Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call Pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the Pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the Apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
It's a good start.
We're here. Let's go.
Alright, we're in. It's been a little while since we've been to this series, but we finally are back as Desmond Miles, and soon Haytham, and then Connor Kenway. Can't run as of yet. And a remastered edition at that. One I have yet to play.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Dark. Nice place. Oh, I can run? Nice.
I think we're here.
Let's see where this brings us. It's been a while since I've played this game. A long while. I think the last time I played through the actual third game was way back in 2015, maybe? It was a while ago.
The key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir. Here we go again.
Desmond?
The bleed effect.
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right.
Makes
What do
sense.
you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Okay. Let's begin the tutorial. The forced tutorial. I think the last time we had a tutorial like this was the first game.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Shouldn't be too bad. Nice, relaxing, simple. There we go.
Run your way through this little obstacle course. That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. Alright, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
That is something we probably won't focus so heavily on when we do this entire game. I mean, if I can do it, sure, we'll do it. However, I am not going to go about, like, working my way to do it so much to try to get the little side objectives all the time.
All you have to do here is jump.
If it happens, cool. If it doesn't, whatever. Basically. You know, this little effect makes it actually kind of hard to see. Can I get up there? I want up there. Shoop. There we go. Can't wait to get out of the Animus, or at least this bit of the Animus, because, one, it's a tutorial. 2, it's actually really hard to see, because there's so many things to look at, and I'm sure the YouTube rendering can't handle it either.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Refresher course is done in sequence 1. I like Haytham Kenway. He's cool. I'm glad we're playing him.
Sir. Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
And I like the acting of Haytham, the voice actor that plays him. Sequence 1. A deadly performance.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Okay. Leave the Animus to read emails.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
you are requested to kindly find your seats.
The Theater Royale. We probably won't spend too much time reading a lot of those in this playthrough. Just because, like, we want to experience the game for what the game is. Other games is,
Good evening,
I feel like it's
sir.
way more important to
This
do
way,
stuff like
please.
that, but for this one, probably not.
My apologies.
Evening, Haytham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Okay. Up there.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
I already have.
Both against roads and for them. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by them.
Sir, Black Mall had sent word of...
Well then, let's just be on our way.
1,000 pardons. My apologies.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may satisfy her that I'll soften
Alright, let us go. Find a secluded area to climb.
a lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to if he did not mend his hand. This is death without reprieve. I may mention
This is pretty cool. It's a good thing nobody's very observant.
Brought more goods into our loft here than any five of the gang. And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang
This way?
in the common course of business, leave it 12 months longer.
Haytham, you're supposed to go, dude.
Women's escape. A good sportsman always lets the end bar through.
There we go. He was a little stuck.
Besides, here the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be got by the death of women, except our wives.
Without dispute, she is a fine woman. 'Twas to her I was obliged to my education. And to say a bold
This game has a pretty good atmosphere as well. Oh yeah, I forgot we can like pick locks in this game. I forgot that's like a thing. Rotate. Then hold this. Then here we go. Chip.
I've got a bit of stage fright.
A little Dutch courage will put a bloom in your cheek.
The Beggar's Opera. Jeez,
Jeremy's really burning up the boards tonight. He's a marvel.
I'm pretty excited to play this game. This is a game I've definitely been looking forward to playing. Considering we've been playing through all of them once a year usually. So it feels good to finally come to 3.
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
Time to get out of here before they realize what we've done. Awkward.
I've done no wrong. I searched him. Any weapons? I beg your pardon. Don't push it, please.
Including me.
Order! We must have order!
Everybody's so flustered. I wonder why.
What are those men doing? I'm staying where it's safe.
Hello. Goodbye. I'm on my way.
Order! Move! Imbecile!
So pushy.
Where are you going?
We'll be out of here soon enough.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen.
How fair your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Of course. A Deadly Performance Sequence 1 is completed. You know, there is something odd about this version of the game, the remastered edition. It does feel a little weird, slightly off to me about the faces. Maybe it's just me. Like, it's not how I remember them.
Some fresh air might do me good.
Perhaps. In fact, I think I do want to see about that real quick. If there's any options involving that. Options. What do we have in here? General, controls, HDR settings. How luminescent can we make it? Pretty luminescent. Guess you can't really do much. I just remember him looking a little bit different, is all. I don't know why. Okay. Let's look around and see what we can do. We can play some games if we wanted to. But let's go to the upper deck.
And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Though you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I thought. And yet here you be.
Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
Okay.
That's enough, Graves.
Stay out of this.
Let's beat his ass. Okay, so we can parry with this. Well, I'm trying to... Oh, okay, now we can attack. Okay, I'm pressing X. You want to do the parry animation?
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fellas, call this off. If the captain
To
sees us...
hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on anyway?
Yeah, whose side you on? Punch him. Ooh, that was pretty cool.
I'm ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why is that? You think I'm afraid of you?
No, but you should be.
Never! How do you like these odds?
How does one deal with that? Like so.
What's the meaning of this?
Captain,
Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
these thought we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Of course.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
That's pretty cool. Well then, I do think this is probably a good spot for us to end today's episode of Assassin's Creed 3. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed today's episode. If you guys have, make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me what you think of today's episode, of course. And if you're new to my channel or have been watching me for a little while and you haven't done so, feel free to subscribe to me, MadSquash924, and don't forget to ring the bell to get notified of my latest videos. On the next episode, we're going to go follow this individual down into the captain's quarters and see what he wants of us. And I'll see you all then next time. Goodbye!